Tennessee Governor Bill Lee talking today about education and a bill on what can and can't be taught.
This touches an issue that's been up for debate in states across the country, something called critical race theory.
Broadly, it's a term for a way of studying topics from history to culture to public institutions through the lens of race and racial inequality. State lawmakers this week passed a bill that would cut state funding if schools teaching certain ideas connected with critical race theory.
Now, here's some of what the bill would block teachers from teaching: that any one race or sex is superior, or that any person should be discriminated against, or their moral character should be determined by race or sex.
The part opponents object to is blocking any teaching that someone can be privileged based only on their race or sex, or teaching that someone should feel guilt or distress because of actions in the past by someone of their race or sex, or teaching that the U.S. is fundamentally racist. Governor Lee was asked about that during a visit to a school today.
We need to teach civics, we need to teach history, and we need to do that in a way that teaches the facts to our kids. And political commentary that's divisive is not factual education. So we need to make sure that our kids recognize that this country is moving toward a more perfect union, that we should teach the exceptionalism of our nation and how people can live together and work together to make a greater nation, and to not teach things that inherently divide or pit either Americans against Americans or people groups against people groups.
I've heard reference to...
Now that bill is headed to Governor Lee's desk. You may remember this came up when Knoxville State Representative Justin Lafferty went viral for saying the 3/5 compromise in the creation of the U.S. Constitution was an effort to end slavery. That interpretation drew criticism.
Governor Lee was at Fairview High School near Nashville, where he was a student for a big chunk of his childhood, to check out a technical education program. It's one Lee calls a model for the state, and part of a program he is backing to emphasize courses in vocational, tech, and agricultural subjects.